What if I told you that right now you can generate images and videos on Midjourney without spending a penny? We're talking one of the most powerful tools in the generative AI space, with an incredibly distinctive style perfect for both AI advertising and filmmaking. Midjourney doesn't come cheap, and for good reason, but right now you can use the tool for completely free. And in this video, I'm going to show you how. I'm Jack. I've been a VFX artist in the advertising industry for over a decade, and I've worked for many of the biggest brands on the planet. Full disclosure, I've been obsessed with Midjourney for the longest time. So when I heard this news, I had to hop online as soon as possible and check it out. And guys, if you do enjoy today's video, make sure to whack a like on there for me, consider subscribing, and of course, ring that bell notification icon. All right, let's get straight into it. So here we are over on meta.ai. Literally all I've done is sign up for free, and I've generated just one set of images just to make sure everything was working correctly. So you're really going to be experiencing this platform with me for the first time. I have no idea what to expect. Now, obviously, I've heard that there's been some form of partnership between Meta and Midjourney. And essentially right now, if you go into the Meta platform, you can access the Midjourney tool in terms of both AI image and video without spending any money. So essentially the plan for today's video is we're just going to test out a whole load of different text prompts. We'll start with image generation, and then we'll go on to animate those images as well. We'll also compare our generations to Midjourney output to try to work out if it is definitely the exact same tool. I think it probably is from what I've seen. And very importantly, we'll see if there's any kind of limit to the amount of generations we can get back in terms of image and video. Okay, so we've dropped our first text prompt into this field at the bottom of the page. You can see that there is an option to add media, I'm assuming to act as some kind of image reference. We can pick between generating images and videos. We can select our aspect ratio. This is obviously incredibly handy as well. And then when we come across to the aesthetics parameters, this is when it becomes pretty clear that this is Midjourney. Because if I head across to Midjourney and access the settings, in this aesthetics tab, we have stylization, weirdness, and variety. And back on Meta, let's open up the same tab, variety, weirdness, stylization. All right, let's go ahead and get this generated. And let's also drop the same prompt into Midjourney itself and hit generate and see what we get back. So we have a really great point of comparison. So here we have back our generations from Meta. Yeah, they're feeling pretty Midjourney to me. I absolutely love this one. Midjourney just has this really specific style that's just like unmistakable, really. Let's head back to Midjourney. And again, yeah, I mean, it looks pretty similar to me. So all really great, solid generations here, very visually striking. Staying with the vibe of kind of weird generations, I want to try a cat made of clouds lounging on a mountaintop, its body blending into the sky, tiny villages below, whimsical yet grand. Let's get that generated, and once again, back to Midjourney and hit generate on that one. So we've almost got our Midjourney generation finished. Oh, we've got Meta back as well. And once again, yeah, it's the same tool, guys. I think we can safely confirm that this is the same tool. Let's try out a robotic fox sprinting across rooftops, city skyline behind it, motion blur and lens flare, photoreal cinematic composition. Let's fire this one off. And once again, as if we need another comparison, let's just put it on Midjourney anyway. The only difference I can tell so far is that with Midjourney, you can actually see your generations kind of coming to life before your eyes. But on Meta, it kind of seems to be like grayed out for a little while whilst it's generating, and you sit there thinking, is it working? But eventually, there you go, it does pop on after a while. And yeah, once again, very, very similar generations. So actually, when we click into a generation, we've got a few different options here as well. Obviously, we can go ahead and edit the text prompt, but what's really interesting is we have this restyle feature as well. Now, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe we have that in Midjourney. So I'm really interested in this feature. Let's try and change this into paper. So it's going to generate us 4 images now, obviously based on this image reference here in like a sort of paper style. So yeah, let's see what we get back. Yeah, look at that. It's done a really, really great job. Let's try out this next text prompt now. An ancient knight with holographic armor blending medieval and futuristic design, high contrast lighting, concept art style. And to tell you what, let's go ahead and make this a 9:16 generation to get a little bit more variation in there. Okay, a bunch of cool generations once again. I just want to try out restyle. I'm going to go for glowy this time. Let's see if we can get ourselves a glowy futuristic knight. That is a sick generation, by the way. And look at that. Exactly what we wanted. Really, really cool. I love that. So I tell you what, let's just go crazy. I'm going to spam a whole load of text prompts, set off as many generations as I can, and I'll see if we hit any kind of paywall. Okay, I've just set off so many generations. I've already got a load back actually, and I've not hit any kind of paywall whatsoever. The quality of these images are insane. It does indeed look like we have got Midjourney inside of the Meta AI platform right now with unlimited use, as far as I can tell, right? So of course, the next thing we want to go ahead and test is the video generation, and will we hit any kind of paywall with that? So let's just pick this one here, and I've just clicked the animate tab, and I'm assuming, yeah, it's just popped up to the top of the page. So that is just like a default animate option, and you can see it's already starting to generate this video for us here. I believe if we click in though, we've got a little bit more option. Yeah, custom animate. So we can enter a text prompt. So let's just go animation style, slow dolly move in, and we'll just hit animate there. And look, we've already got back this video generation. That was so quick. But yeah, this looks pretty great to me as well. Another one here. And you can see once again, we have all of these restart options available to us as well. So can we change this into anime? And is it then going to be, yeah, generating video? We're going to get back an anime video apparently. I guess let's just run through and animate as many of these as we can and see if we hit like any kind of paywall. Just literally going to go for the default animation without putting in a text prompt. Let's just keep sending off as many as we can. These are some sick images we've got back, by the way. These are amazing, these ones here. Should we just animate every single one? I think it's rude not to, right? Yeah, we'll animate you. Yeah, we'll go for that. Oh, mate, I haven't even looked at these yet. Let's just animate all of these because it's interesting to do like default animations and see what the tool does with it without any direction at all. Bit more of a realistic one here. Let's send these off as well. Oh, this is legit Daredevil, isn't it? Literally looks like Daredevil. We have to animate Daredevil. And this one as well. I love this generation. Yeah, that has to get animated for sure. So here's our slow dolly camera move in animation style. Bit laggy on the playback there. Let's watch that again. It's looking pretty good. Oh, this is when we restyled that shot as anime as well, isn't it? We're getting a little bit of warpiness happening here. Let's check out this one. It's looking pretty cool. Can see some kind of strange artifacts. Take a look at that. Yeah, again, so when those embers are rising up, they're sort of having a strange effect on our character in the foreground there, which is not really something that we want. However, very nice focus shift there to the radar dish. That's pretty cool. Yeah, look at this shot here. Very, very cool. And of course, let's just test out clicking this little logo here. We just get this downloaded. So it comes out as an MP4. So if we open up the properties of our download and go into details, it's coming out at 832 by 464. That is quite a weird resolution. Let's just go back to Midjourney to test this out. And I want to go ahead and animate this particular image here. Once again, you can see that over on Midjourney, if I just click animate, it's just going to go for a default video generation using that as the starting frame. And what I want to do is get this downloaded and compare the resolution size. Okay, so we've got back our Midjourney generation. It's really small on the platform itself. So let's go ahead and get it downloaded. Let's take a look at this full screen. You know what? There is some weird morphing and stuff built into that. But what resolution size do we get back? That's going to be interesting. Okay, so generating videos inside of Midjourney, you are going to get a higher output resolution. This is 1936 by 1080, just above HD. So generating videos inside of Meta, you are getting a much lower resolution. So do keep that in mind. Maybe this is just temporary whilst they're allowing people to just have what seems like unlimited generations with the tool. This night, by the way, that is so sick. I love this. Oh, we've got our robot fox back as well. Look at that, pretty nice. I do think that what's being used through Meta is literally Midjourney when it comes to both image and video generation, because watching back the generation we got from Midjourney, you can notice that same type of morphing or warping that we saw when we were generating through Meta. So yeah, this is Midjourney through Meta for free right now. So basically my advice to you guys is rinse this as much as you possibly can. Get as many AI image and video generations under your belt as possible, because this is a crazy scenario right now. Like, Midjourney is not cheap. So to be able to access this tool, even if you're just like learning or experimenting, you're completely new to generative AI, this is a golden opportunity. So you guys go and check this out. As always, if you have enjoyed today's video, make sure to whack a like on there for me. Consider subscribing if you're new to the channel, and ring that bell notification icon so you never miss any future uploads. Cheers for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.